Okay, lawn fans, are you ready? So here's an update on the lawn. If you have been watching, you know that on May the 10th, I over applied PGR to my lawn, plant growth regulator. What plant growth regulator does is it minimizes or reduces the upward growth, and it encourages lateral growth, sideway growth to your front lawn. It encourages deeper roots and a greener, fuller lawn. So what did I do? I put 0.50 ounces per 1,000 square feet out on this lawn, and I should have done 0.20 to 0.25 ounces per square feet. And so what that did is it caused a bronzing effect on my lawn. Let's take a look at what a bronzing effect is. Okay, right here is a great example. This lawn is very full right now, thick. But if you look at all this, that was caused by over application of PGR, user error. These tips right here. So what have I done to combat that? I've put out a lot of iron on my lawn. And I'm gonna show you an issue that I've got. Down here, it's recovering from spot leveling. There's my pup. And it is very green, and it's pretty much recovered from this line, light line, down. But from this line over, I have done the same iron applications. However, the only thing I can attribute this bad bronzing effect to is that either one, I over applied the tank, or I walked at a slower pace. I don't know what. But from this dark line here up, it is a darker green. So we're talking about 1,000 square feet. That is a darker bronzing effect from the PGR. That, like I said, the only thing I can attribute that to is either that I had a concentration at the bottom of the tank, I walked at a slower pace, I don't know what, but it definitely had an effect. Now it's 7 p.m. in the evening, if not later, so this lawn's gonna look greener than what it actually is. And I'm gonna show you it here again. Now, here is some of the recovery from spot leveling. Why did I spot level when I put out PGR? Well, here's the issue. We're gonna look up here in the driveway. Had a guy come out here. He did pressure washing of the driveway and the sidewalk. His lines for the pressure washer, he parked his truck out here. His lines came through here, and it burned lines into the driveway. When I say burn, I don't mean chemical burn, I mean actual heat burn. And if you can picture something hot being on your lawn, and the way it burns, that's the way the lawn was. So I figured since I already had that damage, I'd put the PGR out. My neighbor next door, which we're gonna take a look at his lawn, he had already decided he was gonna do some leveling on his lawn, and I was gonna help him with that. So I decided to spot level my lawn. So the recovery is gonna take longer on my lawn from the spot leveling than it normally would because of the PGR. Now let's go over here and take a look at his lawn. This is brand new from today, so forget that for right now. But over here, and this spot's new from today. But overall, I did this PGR on May the 10th. We did this leveling, I think on May the 20th, 21st. So there's a lot of good recovery right here. He needs to get a garden rake out here and knock this sand back down into the from the canopy down to the ground. And once that recovers, he's going to be ready for spot leveling. It's probably about a month from now. He did this today. Let's take a look at it. I think he's going to be pleased with it. His lawn, that was 3 tons. And then he ordered another ton yesterday, 2 tons. I'm sorry, and he put a ton down right here. My lawn, I had a guy say that this front part here looked like a baseball diamond, because right here would have been home plate, and then it looked like a diamond going out and around. It's recovering for the most part. Right here was where AT&T came through, and they put in a cable line going down through, fiber optic cable, and because that PGR is not fully repaired yet, or completely repaired. But I want to show you something over here again. This is so thick. I mean, just look at that. But the problem is going up there where my dog's out about in that area is the area where either slow walked, over applied too much. I don't know what it is, but that still got the bronzing effect in it. Now over here, I did not over apply it. And Greencast sent me a message the other day saying it's time to reapply your PGR. But take a look at all these seed heads popping up. There's a lot of seed heads in that. And if you don't know what a seed head is, I don't know if that'll focus or not, but that is a seed head. And those are sterile. They're not gonna help me get more grass or anything like that because this is a hybrid Bermuda lawn. But I'm not gonna put more PGR down right now until this is completely recovered. Once it's completely recovered, then I'm gonna apply PGR again. We'll be going on vacation shortly, so I'm probably gonna scalp it, wait for it to recover from the scalp, and then apply the PGR before we go on vacation. But that's it. Now let's talk about watering. So this is the summer, and you wanna be proactive versus reactive to watering. And what does that mean? That means you don't wanna wait until you start seeing lines or signs of stress in your yard to start watering it. You want to start doing it now. You want to put out 1 inch per week. Now you don't have to do that all in one application. You can do that in 2, you can do that in 3 applications. Once the heat of the summer comes on and you're talking about 100+ index, then you're probably going to put on 1.5 inches, maybe even 2 inches of water per week. But what I do is I come out here, I break that down into 2 applications of water per week, water this thing in heavy, and I've been doing a little bit more than that to try to work this PGR out. But make sure that you stay on top of your watering schedule. You want to be proactive. If you get behind the 8 ball and you're trying to play catch up, then you'll be playing catch up the entire summer. So that's pretty much it. For right now, update on the lawn, a little info on watering. If you guys got any questions, comments, place them below. But until next time, Bermuda Brian, out.